Russia has begun moving its military equipment from small bases in Syria to the naval base in Tartus and the Khmeimim airbase in Jableh. The corresponding footage was distributed online. As of today, the question of Russia's further military presence in Syria remains open. The day before, Bloomberg wrote that the Kremlin was close to an agreement with the new Syrian authorities on preserving the bases in Tartus and Jableh. However, German military analysts believe that the Russians are taking all necessary measures to completely evacuate their military bases from Syria. Bild reports. A memo from the German Defense Ministry says that the Russian ships have already left the port of Tartus. According to German analysts, the security guarantees provided by the new Syrian authorities probably concern the withdrawal of troops from the country rather than their permanent deployment. Clash Report also publishes information that may indicate that Russia will soon abandon its bases in Syria. According to the resource, Russia is apparently going to withdraw its S-400 air defense system from the Khmeimim airbase. Satellite images taken this morning and footage from the ground do not show the launchers deployed, and the 91N6E radar is packed and placed on the apron for loading onto the AN-124, the statement said. However, fighter jets and helicopters continue to operate at the base. Recall, Syria has been central to Russian plans to project power across the Middle East, as evidenced by the recent signing of a 49-year lease for Syrian bases. But after the ouster of the ally it propped up, Syrian President Bashar Assad, Russian officials face the likelihood its days in Syria are numbered. Russia's certainly doing everything in its power to maintain a presence in Syria, while preparing for the possibility that this is the end. Ben Dubois, a non-resident senior fellow with the Democratic Resilience Program at the Center for European Policy Analysis, told Business Insider. Moscow is doing so by not only leaving their ships out at sea, but, according to Hayat Tahrir al-Sham's official Telegram channel, disbursing weapons to local Alawite groups, Dubois said. Reaching out to the new leadership is both an act of desperation and an acceptance of the new reality. This is a look at the dimming options Russia now faces. Russia's best hope may be to try to extend its access until new deals can be made with the new Syrian leaders. The officers will likely have to be very lucrative to win over a Syrian opposition inured to Russian airstrikes and ruthless mercenaries. Russia would likely offer money and other economic incentives, such as discounted refined fuel products, in return for Syria's new rulers tolerating its military presence.
القوات الروسية تجمع رتل كبير. هذا الرتل الثاني الآن لا يرد كل هذا الرتل الثاني مع عمليات كثير كبيرة.
Thousands gathered at Syria's Umayyad Mosque in Damascus for the first Friday prayers following fall of Bashar Assad's government. The prayers are particularly symbolic as in the early days of the anti-government uprising turned civil war in Syria, protesters would turn out en masse after visiting the mosque. Ahmad al-Shara, formerly known as Abu Muhammad al-Golani, the leader of insurgency that toppled Assad in a lightning 10-day march across the country to Damascus, congratulated the great Syrian people for the victory of the blessed revolution on Friday. After prayers, thousands went on to celebrate in Umayyad Square, the largest in Damascus. The crowd included many families with children, while some had come from far-flung areas of the country, including from Idlib, the longtime rebel enclave in the northwest of Syria, for years isolated on the other side of the civil war's battle lines.